What is up? Gear Squad, Chaingear here, bringing you another video. Today, I wanted to talk to you about something that is not a happy topic. It's not a happy topic, it's not a fun topic, but I had to get it off my chest because I'm tired of seeing this in the news, man. I'm tired of seeing all this stuff in the news. It's crazy. And when I say the news, I mean YouTube. I mean, you know, the major news outlets on television. I mean, this stuff's everywhere. And especially on Twitter. I'm on Twitter a lot more than I used to be, at Chaingear Game, just in case you're wondering. And man, it's sexual harassment. Sexual harassment is not funny. Sexual harassment is not cute. And I think sometimes it can get a little confusing on what sexual harassment is or what it's about, especially for younger people who maybe aren't really thinking about that kind of stuff. Everybody makes mistakes. Sexual harassment is messed up. It's messed up. I think there's a large majority of people out there who have been sexually harassed, men, women. As far as I know, the resounding majority is women. It's so messed up. I can't stand it. I hate the topic, but I think we should talk about it for a minute. Again, it's not something that I want to talk about. It's not something that, in terms of like, you know, oh, this is a great topic to YouTube about. You know, it's not fun. It's not fun. But I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it. Any unwanted sexual advancement in any way, whether it be verbal or physical, is sexual harassment. You know, if no means no, that kind of thing. If they didn't say yes, it means no. You know, it's messed up. It's messed up. And you really, really shouldn't do it. And we keep hearing more and more about this in the workplace, and it's nuts. It's nuts. I'm a working individual. I go to work. I go to work at one of the top tech companies in the world, and I love it. It's a smaller company, so, you know, it's crazy to think that places you go, you work for a company, they pay you, you pay them with your time and energy and effort, and you can get sexually harassed. And the worst thing is that companies seem to want to like sweep this under the rug. And so the reason I was thinking about this is because, I don't know, there's in the movie industry, the TV industry, Harvey Weinstein, old dude who's been sexually harassing women for a long time and has gotten away with it for a long time. And now everybody's coming out. The biggest actresses in the world are coming out saying, this dude's crazy, this dude's bad. And men are coming out being like, yeah, he is bad. And some of those men covered it up. Other men have come out talking about how they've also been sexually harassed, not by him, but other people in the industry as well. And some people get confused, like, men can get sexually harassed? What do you mean? Yeah, men can get sexually harassed, especially by other men, right? If you're a boy, or if you're a young man, or if you're just a smaller dude, or somebody just wants to sexually harass you, you know, like, they can do that. Women can do that to men. Don't get it twisted. Anybody can do it to another person. And that's messed up. And so we're hearing some of that as well. And the reason I wanted to bring this up so much is because my favorite studio, arguably one of my favorite studios, video game studios ever, has been, someone in the studio, a lead in the studio, so someone very important in the studio, has allegedly sexually harassed one of their employees. And then that employee was fired. So I'm going to tell you the story really quickly. A guy at Naughty Dog, the guys that make The Last of Us, the guys that make Uncharted, the guys that originally had made Crash Bandicoot, those guys, one of my favorite developers of all time, they had an employee. He's on Twitter, and he just came out and said basically that when he was working there, he was sexually harassed by a tech lead, or a lead, sorry, not a tech lead, but a lead of the studio. So someone that runs a big part of the division of the studio, right? And it really weighed on him, and so he went to Sony's HR, right? Because Naughty Dog is owned by PlayStation. It's owned by Sony, and so he goes to Sony or PlayStation's HR department, and he says, I've been sexually harassed. And you know what happened is that the next day he was fired, and he was offered $20,000 to not talk about it. Now, this is what we've heard. This is what's online. This is what's on Twitter right now. We don't know if it's true, but this is what we've heard. And all we can really do right now is, one, either believe what he says or not. So we can wait and say, oh, maybe he did it, maybe not. Or we can say, no, that's what happened, or no, it's not what happened. And it's sad. It's sad because no one ever wants that to happen to their favorite thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that to happen to my favorite. I don't want that to have happened to him. I also don't want my beautiful company, you know, like, make my favorite game of all time, The Last of Us. The Last of Us talks about sexual harassment. You know, The Last of Us has topics and themes on that. And the fact that someone in the company did it is messed up. And he didn't say the person by name, which is, man, I don't know, man. Like, he didn't say the person by name, which freaks me out. Because what if it's one of the people that we know? And it's so messed up. It's messed up on so many levels. I feel so bad for the guy at Naughty Dog. He's not a Naughty Dog anymore, by the way. He's been unemployed for 17 months. 17 months. I pay about $900 to live in this apartment with my roommate. He also pays $900, so, you know, more than $900. But we pay. It was just pretty cheap in Boston. Just, we're pretty good at that. 900 times 12, right? That's a year. That's a lot of money that you have to come up with randomly, right? But 17 months. 17 times 900. That's how much money I would have to spend just to live in the house. Not to use internet, not to use anything else that requires a subscription or paying as a service or bills or whatever, just to live in the house. I feel bad for this guy. But I wanted to talk about it, just shed some light on it. It's crazy. I hate it. People who are old, get your act together. People who are 16 and older, get your act together. Stop being crazy. That's nuts. Like, don't touch people. Stop doing that. Stop touching people. Stop playing games. Like, just be nice people. Have working relationships with people. And if you want to get to know somebody, ask them. Just be like, can I get to know you? Don't try and do this nasty stuff, man. Stop. And if you're younger and you're not thinking about it and you're just doing stuff and you're just thinking about stuff and saying things, get your act together. I don't care if you're 7 years old. Stop touching people. Don't touch people. I'm telling you, like your parents about to tell you. And if they're not telling you, they need to tell you, stop touching people. Stop touching people. Stop saying things to people that you shouldn't be saying. I don't care if it's on. Let's be straight for a second. When I was young, I made mistakes. I said things on AIM, on AOL Instant Messenger to people that I wasn't supposed to be saying. And I was like 7 years old. And I didn't know what I was doing. Don't do that. Don't be like that. It's like, don't do that. I can't even, I'll get real upset about it. So, you know, I'm not going to go out there and talk about my own stories. I've been sexually harassed. It's happened. I know a lot of my friends have been sexually harassed. It's happened. I've been sexually harassed by women and men. I'm just going to put that out there now. You know, so like it happens. It happens to a lot of people. So stop messing around. Stop playing around. You're ruining people's lives. And it's not cute. Especially when y'all are like 13, like 14, 15, 16, like you guys are doing that now, or you like making jokes and stuff like that, and it really impacts someone for the rest of their life. So just chill with that for a second and don't do anything like that. Just don't even start. Just be decent human beings. Because imagine if you were in this situation, right? I know a lot of dudes who would say something that's a little rapey, a little like creepy, man. Like, don't say stuff like that. Like, I know a lot of kids back in the day that would say something like, oh man, if only I could, oh man, you know? And I'm like, no, back off, homie. What if some dude was talking to you like that, man? What if some huge man came up to you and was like, oh, if only I could. Man, just stop. Just chill. It's nasty. Don't go there. I've too many adults, too many kids have been sexually harassed as adults and as kids. It's messed up. I've heard people in old folks' homes getting sexually harassed. Just cut it. So anyway, I'm done. I'm upset. I'm heading out. Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out and chilling. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm obviously heated now. Sexual harassment's not a joke. Do me a favor. Get off that. If y'all are on it, that's nasty. If y'all are not on it, don't start. And support people that have gone through it, man. It's messed up. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Trying to be open and honest. I know I'm not gaming as much as I used to. Playing a lot of Destiny, though, but I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Thanks so much. I'll see you online, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.